Hey there community, so today we want to make a video about why time is, if time is stable, x equals none. This is basically the hypothesis. So why is that? Well, a key ingredient to that is following the conclusion. If x is 0 plus z and I times x, if so, that z is math zone as a variable of personal time, and I a mathematical operator of some times, meaning I is the imaginary number of sums multiplied by the variable matrix or variable of x. Yeah. Then that is the conclusion. So why do I draw this conclusion? Well, if infinity unequals infinity, x equals x, cause stable time pattern. But if 0 is 0 to 0.1 times time, or times not time, and x is time, then 0 to 0.1 is the difference in what makes the sum of 1, or better said, the sum of 0. Because there we come to the whole mathematical deduction, which is that 0 is 0, but not all but 0. And that would be e square 0, because if 1, meaning 1, not 1, the number 1, is a rational number, the sum of all rational numbers would make 0, as everyone knows. 1 plus minus 1, 2 plus minus 2 makes 0. But not all that are irrational and addable to ideas of sum, meaning a sum, not sum 41. And definitely not sum, meaning this sum, the sum, the conflicted, conjunctured, or conjunctured table or matrix of values by numbers, yeah, or variables, or variables by numbers, or numbered variables by ideal, meaning idea to some ideology. And that would then prove that if 0 is not all numbers, but only some numbers, that if 0 plus z times I times x, if I times x is, for example, something like, if I multiply I times 3, I have the number 2.33 or 2.13. That means it's a mathematical operator that calculates a matrix into math. And if that would work, proven by this down here, 0 but 0 is not all but 0, and the sum equations of it, then in fact time is stable, but only if x equals none. And that is only in one case the idea, but in death, but not in life. So basically, I times x you can prove mathematically pretty simple. If I times x equals x square e, then e times I, or better said e, should be x plus x times 0. Because if I calculates a matrix out of I times x, then I is the result in I minus x, x equals 0, and x. And if that's true, e square x must be 0, and that is not the case. Thank you for listening.